just wanted to go through how to send a text message with you guys today. It's super easy, pretty quick, and pretty painless. I've already got some code on GitHub, and it should get you a really good start as far as getting a static one together. Hooking a form into it to submit and go from there, that's kind of like step 2, but for now, really just need 2 things. You need the code running on a server and an account to hook up to one of the APIs that interacts with the SMS systems. So the basic idea here is that a computer somewhere, be it a server or your local machine, needs to eventually make contact with a cell tower and send out the text message. Now, because having you get a card for your laptop to do that, it's super expensive and it's just way out of the price range. There's a lot of companies out there that offer that service for you for a fee. A lot of those fees are like 1 cent per text message sent, and they provide some really nice APIs for you to work with. The 2 that I'll mention here are Tropo and Twilio, and we're going to use Twilio today to go through how it's done. Now these APIs provide much more than just simple text messaging. You can do phone calls. You can essentially build a whole call center with voice recognition and all sorts of extra crazy stuff. But we're just going to focus on sending a text message for right now. So the first thing I want you to do is head over to Twilio.com, and I'm going to get started and create a new account with them. Creating an account is free, and I'll just create a new one here. I'm going to create a new account just to give the first-hand experience of what's going on. So I'm going to get started, and the first thing it's going to ask you is for your phone number. And they do this so they can verify your number. It's to prove that you're not a robot, but also this acts as the one verified number, or the one of several verified numbers that you can send text messages to for free in development mode. So my number is 804-491-9830. So it's going to go ahead and call me. Maybe. There it goes. I'll just put it on speaker.
Please enter your 6-digit validation code.
Alright. 281581.
You have successfully validated your phone number. You may now use 180444919.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care. Some of the times it doesn't ask just for the 6-digit, it asks for a couple other steps to get through it. But that's part of the call center stuff that I was talking about. You can use Twilio for all sorts of stuff. And they're actually using their own system to make that phone call to you and have you respond. It gets crazy. But we're just going to deal with text messaging again. So let's get started. So once we're in the dashboard here, we're really going to kick off how to get started. So for that, I put together some code on a GitHub repo. And it is at github.com/reactivepixel/simple-sms. So you can just go ahead and zip that file up, download it, and open it up with your favorite code editor. First things first. Well, what are we looking at? Looking at some control variables, a required library, some authentication tokens, and then some logic that actually creates and sends the text message. So let's break down step by step what's going on. So this from number, because we're in a developer sandbox mode right now, I'm going to leave that one alone and come back to it at the very end. Or the only number that you can send to is a verified number, unless you want to pay for the service. And the number I've verified. Now notice I've got +1 in front of that. That's because my cell phone is in the United States, and the US's country code is 1. So +1 references the country code of this location. So you can use this actually to send international text messaging should you decide to. Different rates do apply, so please note that is going on. The message I'm going to send, interestingly enough, one of our graduates, when they were going through their showcase, accidentally typed in a bit.ly URL wrong and ended up going to a porn site. So all of the audience was treated to that little fun bit of oops. So where does the library come from? If you'll notice, I've got the link to all the different libraries right here. The libraries are written in a number of different languages, so you can just go with whatever language you want to. In my example, I'm using PHP, so I'm going to be using the official Twilio PHP library. I just downloaded that zip, and I am using that as my includes right here. So for the account SID, I'm going to head back to the dashboard. Dashboard. There's my dashboard. And my account SID is lovingly placed right here. And the authentication token is hidden behind this mouse click. Don't know why, but it is. Maybe it's secure, more secure. Pretty sure it's not though. Creating a new variable, which is the instantiation of the services Twilio class. So this is just basically spinning up the library that we've already included. Now that object is going to have a couple methods attached to it, such as creating an SMS message. Now when you create that method, it accepts 3 parameters: who's the message from, who's it going to, and what is the message. After that, I'm just simply building a response so that I can echo that out to the screen so we can see some interaction and not just everything happening behind the scenes. So the from number is a little different right now. Because you're a developer, you can't send it from a custom number. So you can only send it with not just a verified number with Twilio, but a registered number. So Twilio is nice enough to provide you with one registered number already. And it is this guy right here. It tries to pair it as close to your location as you can. So I will steal that number, plug it in here, and match the format of everything else. So there is the from. So message is good, everything looks good, and I'm going to fire this off in just a second. First thing I need to do is upload it. So I'll crack open transmit, throw in one of my domains. Oops. Dev. Let's bring a new folder called SMS. Crack open the folder and successfully upload. So we are all uploaded. Now let's go hit the URL. Pixel, already done. So just by doing that, my text message came through and everything's sweet. So notice that let me just make sure it doesn't disappear. Notice that there's a prefix attached to the message because it's a developer account. Again, they want to prefix some text up there so that you can't just use their system for free and kind of game the system. So that is how to send a simple, super simple text message. So let's look at how we can jazz that up just a little bit. So let's say, instead of just making that message, let's look at the get array and say message. Okay, so what this is going to do, it's going to look at the get variables in how we pass stuff to this. So we could use a form with a method of get and a text input of message that'll put that through, or we could use post and then method post on the other side. But just for my demo here, well, I actually got to upload still, so upload the new one over here, indexed PHP, variable of message, and it's going to equal howdy. So that should come through with the message of howdy there. So that is how to get moving on with text messaging and make it more dynamic, and going out from there, like what to do with the next step. Anyways, hope you enjoyed.